Hell yeah.
Want to move to live?
Yeah, let's do it. Somebody.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Don't go to school.
Get in here. Everybody get in here.
You've come.
Drag your ass.
Thanks for dragging me.
Yeah, thanks for the drag. I promise I'm here and I'm paying attention. I was just trying to desperately get myself back to our base.
Yeah, I was just trying to switch my app back over.
Yeah, don't log out in the desert. Yeah, make sure you get home.
Oh.
Safe and sound.
I was in the PvE
Well,
zone,
you,
so
you,
it's
you
not
can
a...
log out in the desert and all that. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's just
You're open for like 30 seconds, but
I thought it was 5 minutes. I remember getting the warning. It's like you will
Yeah,
sit here
5.
for 5 minutes if you log out
Maybe
right
in the
here. And I
deep
was like,
desert,
It
but
says
it's
5
supposed to be
minutes.
30
It's
seconds.
not actually.
okay.
It's basically just instantaneous. Especially in a PvE zone, it's like they're not gonna be able to do anything. Theoretically. I did hear rumors that there's apparently some guy that came over from one of the Asian servers and was like pentashield trapping people in the deep desert.
Funny.
Like that is I don't know how that works, but good on you, I guess.
how wild.
I just like how there's people that are like, rocket spamming people is not enough trolling. I must do more.
We could have more.
oh, it'll be interesting to see how the Herbert State deal responds to stuff like that.
Yeah. What I'm interested about is anything going to come of the fact that the Harkonnen faction just absolutely shit stomped us out of nowhere this go around in the Lands Red.
Maybe they got fed up. Some people went sicko mode.
I'm not sure. I would like to think that, and hope that there's still some faith in humanity. But I'm not sure.
All right. All right. Okay, so over here, Lehman and Hunkus have 2 black rose bears in their little tower that they have. Over here, Friend and Jim Jammy are free. There's
Nice.
nothing there because that was where the Death Wolf was. Dragged the Death Wolf down previously, so that one was empty. The map. Who's here? Is everybody here? 1, 2, 3. If only David isn't here.
I am here.
Where?
He's not in the maps. He's not looking at the map.
How do you know? No.
Tell me.
I'm the dungeon master. I know these things.
You just know. Sean campaign.
There is actually no. So like, there's like this space between all of the towers that's not there anymore. That's all not there anymore. It's not even ground level. Because we're gonna flip the maps to show. So here, I'll flip the map. We're gonna do this to show ground level, right?
Yeah.
These guys are at your level. They're actually a little bit higher up than you guys are, but like this is in the sky.
Yeah.
They're both flying. That's a dragon. with wings, and she has flight on her. I need to pull up. I had Archmage stats for her. It's terrifying. Very scary. Alright. Just as a reminder of what's happened, we are looking for rod pieces because Vecna's somewhere doing shenanigans, trying to become all powerful.
Freaking bitch.
He's a little bit of a bitch. Nobody knows where he is. The Wizards 3 tried to fix it with a wish spell. That failed. You guys got sucked into it because you had spent a good chunk of time in Rumagar dealing with Vecna cults. And Vecna's good eye had spotted you and given you all a blessing. So you are tied within the fate of Vecna. Mordenkainen told you all of this mystical artifact broken into 7 pieces, 8 pieces, and you have gone across the multiverse, multiplaners, the many planes of existence, the many worlds scattered to collect them. You're on 5, I think. I think this is 5th. I think there's 2 more after this. So it's the 6th. I think there's 2 more after this. To collect. This one is being used by an archmage named Terra Mini. For a ritual that you don't really know what the purpose of it is. You haven't like investigated or interrogated anybody to find out. But you did find out how to break it. You guys had a great moment where everybody like simultaneously like teleported to different towers and set up mirrors and shown the different colored moonlight of the 3 moons of this plane onto these crystals that ended the ritual, causing the solid moonlight barriers that are all over this place to dissolve in that instance, including this large circular with points central platform. 2 of your companions were standing on it at the time and fell 100 feet. In that same moment, a lunar portal appeared and outflew an adult lunar dragon, roaring its displeasure. Does anybody here speak Draconic? So everybody take a moment. Take a moment. Look through.
No.
This seems like I think this may be the first character I've had in a long ass time that doesn't.
I speak bird, basically same thing.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I'm just common and bird.
Common and Bird. Eddie sits in his little schoolroom, one-room schoolroom, pumping his fist in the air like, I've done it. I have succeeded.
A better question of do we speak Draconic is, does that dragon speak bird?
Does that dragon speak bird? Negative. No, sir. So you guys actually don't fucking understand a word. I was going to like monologue the ritual. None of you know what he fucking says. He seems pissed. He seems very angry. A lot of roaring. A lot of yelling at the mage standing there. And she turns and like wicked. So this like anybody who is able to see in this moment, this is all happening in like just a handful of seconds. Like as Willie and Durnhale are still plummeting before they've hit the ground. She looks around, sees the ritual torn apart, sees adventurers inside the various towers. Friend and Jim Jammy turning, Hunkus and Lehman looking at the two undead. She sees Willie and Durnhale plummeting below. Knows for adventurers to have made it this far without her noticing, you must be powerful enough. And you watch her hands steeple into a triangle. And for a moment, time stopped as she casts Time Stock. A rapid sequence of like for you all, it seems just like a snap of the fingers, and you watch her move like several in various ways. A crown of stars appears around her head, a flickering shield of arcane energy and flames appear around her. There seems to be a like steel in her eyes that wasn't there previously. She casts a handful of defensive spells. I need to look up one. There's only one that I've never cast before, and I need to. Okay. What's the new one? Okay. Okay, everybody roll some initiative as her time stop fades.
Fucking A, finally.
He rolls.
Fuck this bald bitch. Smooth head ass. We are going to kick your ass. Oh, would you still love me if I was a drug addicted worm?
I'd much prefer it.
I'd show it differently.
Spy Kids.
+4. Where's elementals? Nope. Lunar dragon. Very fun with it. Nice ones. Keep going. Okay. What did everybody else get? What did everybody else get? We got.
I got 15.
Friend got a 15.
Yeah.
Kids got a 15. You said
13.
13. Newman got a 22.
I got a 19.
Newman got a 19. Burnhale got a 7.
Yeah.
And Willie got a 19. Being Newman.
Figured out you can just get a pumice stone and clear up your mouse pad.
Great. Okay. Lehman. Oh, I forgot my undead. Oops. Hold on. Black Rose. There. Okay. Lehman, you are up first. You feel the powerful magic that is cast. You sense the time stop behind you. But in the room with you are two of the berserker undead that have just like turned their attention to you and are like teeth chattering about to charge at you and Hunkus.
Wait. I'm gonna put my hand on the back of Hunkus's collar.
Great.
Dimension door. Dimension door over to the other tower with Jinjami in front.
Perfect. What a great move.
Like, I'm out of here.
Hooray! Hooray!
Lehman and Hunkus appear between Friend and Jim Jammy in the same tower. The roar of the dragon still shaking the walls.
My movement then is going to be. Those stairs down, right?
Those are stairs down.
I haven't really looked to see if there were windows in the tower, so I'm not going to take that chance.
Not there. The ceilings are glass panes, like colored glass enameled panes, but not at like your level.
Okay. I'm gonna step over there and kind of, yeah, mostly out of sight of her, but not completely. So, like I don't know, like half cover or something like that.
You got it.
Not that that's going to matter against a wizard like this.
Is that your turn, Lehman?
Yeah.
Okay. It is her turn now. She is going to. I think like the simplest thing, she's just gonna chuck a fireball at the dragon. Just this detonation around the dragon that just fully engulfs the dragon. He rolls a 17 on his save, so he succeeds. He takes. Oh no, I only need to roll 2 more. Mm, 31 points of fire damage reduced to 16. And she is going to. This is like a Z-axis fight. She's going to like fly 60. Let's call it like 45 feet like down and at a diagonal away. So she's going to move 15 feet away, but 45 feet down with her fly speed. That would put her about 55 feet above where Durnhale and Willie currently are. That's gonna be her turn. She's very much like eyeing that dragon, like it is the bigger problem, and it's like as the smoke clears, its wings beat. Like you all can, like feel in your bones the beat of dragon wings as it clears the smoke, and just the rage in its eyes as it stares at that archmage. Who, by the way, still has the rod. She's using it as her arcane focus. She's using the rod as her arcane implement. Jim Jammy and Willie. So it's both of your turns. Actually, I'm gonna make it so Jim Jammy goes first. Jim Jammy goes first, and then it's Willie.
All right. So it seems
Jim
like
Jam's
she's
your
gonna
op.
be my main priority.
She's got the rod you guys are after.
Yeah. So let's see. I kind of. I don't know what she does yet. Is there anything I could dispel? No. Let's just do.
Oh, as you're taking your turn, I forgot to take my bonus action.
Go ahead.
For on her. So you keep thinking as I chuck bonus action to send one of the motes toward one creature or object. We can do so make a ranged spell attack. She plucks one of the stars that is rotating around her head and flicks it at the dragon as well. So as the smoke clears.
Oh.
Yeah, that fucking hits.
I'm insulted.
The dragon takes 25 points of radiant damage. And like just this mote of celestial energy sears through one of his wings, leaving just a smoking hole in the membrane. Okay, sorry about that. Thank you, Jim Jams.
I think I'm gonna cast Freedom of Movement on Hunkus.
You got it, boss.
And that does a whole bunch of stuff for you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what does that entail for me?
You touch a willing creature for the duration, 1 hour. The target's movement is unaffected by difficult terrain, and spells and other magical effects can neither reduce the target's speed nor cause the target to have the paralyzed or restrained conditions. The target also has a swim speed equal to its speed. In addition, the target can spend 5 feet of movement to automatically escape from non-magical restraints such as manacles or creatures of imposing the grappled condition on it. Just give you the ability to go in there and mollywop on that fucking mage.
Nice.
He's got to be able to fly. Like currently.
Oh, well, can I swap it out with fly then? Because that was
Yes.
what I originally wanted to do. Okay.
Yes, there is no. Imagine that the like ground that you see on the map right now isn't there. It's not real. I just don't know how to get rid of it.
That's what I was kind of confused about. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's
let me do
not
that.
there. The like circle with the 3 like spokes out of it
Yeah.
disappeared
Yep.
when you guys disrupted the ritual.
Sweet. So yeah, I cast fly then. But I can cast it at a higher level. If I do it at 4th, is it 2 people?
Targets.
Huh?
You
I
add
mean,
more
add
targets. You get to add targets for every extra spell level.
So it's a level 3 spell, right?
It is a level 3 spell, yeah.
So
Or
if I
you get
cast it
2
at 4th,
targets.
yeah. So Hunkus and Friend?
I can fly.
Oh yeah,
Friend can
okay.
fly on his own. Might be able to put it on Lehman.
Yeah, Lehman, let's do it.
That way Lehman doesn't have to concentrate on it himself.
Yes, I got you, Lehman.
Okay.
So both of them can fly, and that'll
Both
be
of them can fly
my
now. You want to
turn.
stay? You're sort of like in the open a little bit. You're like standing on the dais. You're looking out at the fight.
Is there any place I can get behind cover in here?
Yeah, so you see like Lehman's behind one of the pillars. Friend is sort of like near one. Yeah, if you just like run to the side of the room.
Yeah, can I hide behind like the slope of these stairs and the?
Yeah, you can like take a knee
Yeah.
behind the other side of the dais. Like you
Yeah.
clamber over the other side and sort of duck behind the rotating crystal dais that's there.
Yeah. Yep.
You got it, boss.
Sweet.
All right. Did this help? Did me like taking away the sides help?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Next is Willie, which means we go to the other map. Willie, you slam into the ground next to Durnhale. Both of you, the wind knocked out of you. The bone rocks, the massive skeletal birds who are perched on the aviary turn and look in your direction, clicking their beaks. The mud area, about like 40 feet away from you, massive stony hands climb out of the mud. These earthen elementals looking in your direction. Above you, an archmage fights a dragon. What do you do?
Is the bone rock alive? Is it like
Absolutely
a living
not. That is an undead bird.
I was gonna try and negotiate with the bird. I'm not Eddie. Let's go fight an earth elemental, I guess.
Okay.
I'm still raging from before. Did I already take my fall damage?
Durnhill, did you guys take? I feel like I rolled 10d6. Yeah, I feel like I rolled it.
Yeah, because I lost like 30.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, I don't have temporary.
Like 30 to 40 damage. Sounds about right.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I can't get in range of those, so it's gonna be a bone rock. 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah. They're not like, are they perched on something?
They are perched on top of something, but it's not like the end. You could climb it 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, you could clamber up it and be like here.
Is it more than 15? Can I just stand on the ground of it?
Oh
look
yeah,
up?
because of your extra range. I'm gonna say yes for now. I'd imagine yes. Let me find the aviary rookery. It's just a wooden platform. I'd say it's probably only like 7 to 8 feet up in the air. It's literally just like a perch for them, like a wooden perch.
And they're immune to necrotic?
You have no idea, bud.
All right. Well, recklessly, brutal attack, brutal strike, 17 to hit.
17 hits.
17 hits.
I will remind you,
Yeah.
not that I want you to change anything. I just want to say it. You have a weapon that can beat anything. You're just so we're on the same. You just make it a trident because you like it to be a trident.
Mm-hmm.
You have a mercurial weapon. It can form into any weapon you want it to be. Continue.
Okay. But not any object I want it to be, right? Any weapon.
Not any object. It turns into a weapon. I guess it could be any object. We just call that a improvised weapon.
Okay. We got 17 plus another d10 for the brutal strike damage. 17 plus 7, 24 plus another 2d6 necrotic damage. 8 necrotic damage.
Stab. You do see the necrotic damage, like go through some of its wings. Some of the like decayed feathers like fall out and fall to the ground. It squawks.
It has disadvantage on the next saving throw it makes.
You got it, boss.
And the second attack. An 18 to hit.
That hits.
For 16 damage. Plus 11 necrotic.
Lets out a terrible squawk, and its brother, and it looks down at you like you're its next meal. Anything else?
I squawk back and end my turn.
Got it. Next up is friend. Friend, back up here.
How far away from me is she?
She is, if you like,
80 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
How far
30,
down
45,
is she?
40,
Do I need to
45,
look?
50, 55, 60, 65, 70. And then she's 45 feet down.
Okay. I'm not Pythagoras. You know what I mean?
That where you're looking at like somewhere in the range of 100 or so feet away from you.
Okay. Let's see.
Maybe just short of 100 feet away.
Just short. Okay, so I went 5. If I go 10, and I'm going down while I'm doing this. 15, 20, 25, 30. I don't know how it works. I would be back a little bit, right?
Would be.
If I went down
Yeah,
a
let's
little.
call it there. We go down 20 feet. So she's 25 feet away down, and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. I would call her somewhere in the realm of like 65 feet away from you now.
65, alright. Okay, that puts her just out of range of anything useful. She's got a crazy shield up, right?
She has a lot of things going on around here. The shield that I mentioned is familiar in that it's the same type of shield that the last Archmage had. She casts Fire Shield.
Oh, okay.
There is something about the look in her eyes that tells you that her mind has been guarded as well, though.
Okay, give me a wisdom. No, a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throws. This a spell?
Yeah.
Okay, I have advantage. That's terrible. Awful.
Okay, you were looking for a 17.
I didn't get it.
Okay, so you'll be taking 32 lightning damage. Real good roll on that. That was 3rd level lightning bolt.
I think I'm just taking that. No, I'll use Indomitable. I'll use Indomitable and reroll.
Boo.
I'll use Indomitable.
That's fine. I'm only doing this to... I need her to get rid
Yeah.
of her resistances and all her bullshit. You know what I mean? So...
She doesn't actually have any legendary resistances.
Oh, thanks for telling me that, Doug.
Yeah, no problem. But no, she does have Indomitable. She has 3 Indomitables,
3
like
Indomitables.
fighters do.
Okay, cool.
So it isn't like I get to just choose to save. I have to roll and still beat it.
Right.
Which I do. I got a 15 on the die. I got a 19 total. So I take half, which is 16.
Is that dragon within 60 feet of me?
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's still on the like original level, so he's like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Gonna
30,
yell out,
35, 40.
"You can do it, dragon!" And give him inspiration.
Okay. Yeah. D12 inspiration for the dragon. You got it, Bob. All right. Anything else, Fred?
No.
You do see as the lightning bolt slams into her robes, sort of seem to block some of it. These red, almost blood red robes. Kind of, a little Doctor Strange cloak-esque. Seems to have a bit of a mind of its own. Blocks some of the lightning bolt. And this, she is, now that you kind of are like focused on her for this spell friend, she is unhealthy looking. Sunken cheeks, like super, the skin looks like it's paper thin. She's white as a ghost. Bags underneath her eyes. Not a lich, just like she's probably been working at that ritual for the better part of this past week without much sustenance.
Yeah.
She is but she like locks eyes with you, or like doesn't, I guess you don't have eyes, but like looks in your direction, and because you're who you are, kind of quizzically squints her eyes as like,
I wave.
What the fuck is that?
I give a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Don't pay attention to me. You're just hallucinating from lack of sleep.
Next up, sad to say, Durnhale, everyone else goes before you. All of my enemies are between friend and you. Wait, where's Hunkus? I forgot Hunkus.
Oh.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's my good old +1 cleric initiative.
Sorry. Nope. Hunkus. My bone rocks go and then Hunkus. I didn't put Hunkus down. My apologies, my friend. I didn't skip over you yet, though.
It's okay. I'm enjoying the game.
Bone rocks. They flap up and circle around Willie, flying in the air above him.
Is that your cat, David? That sounded like a baby.
Yes.
That's so funny.
That's the cat.
That's the cat. Both bone rocks, David, take 3 attacks. 1 with the beak, 2 with talons.
2 in the pink.
A 22 to hit. A dirty 20 to hit. And a 17 to hit.
32.
Does 17 hit?
17 doesn't hit.
Nice.
What?
17 doesn't hit. Everything else.
Great.
does.
All right. The next rock goes. a natural 20 on the beak. A 19. Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Okay. And a 22. Okay, so the second rock hits with everything. First rock misses a talon. The talon swipes the air. You take... You take 26 points of piercing damage, halved to 13.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Then the talons. Um, 18 points of slashing damage, halved to 9. And then the talons also have necrotic damage tied to it.
I'm still immune to that, aren't I?
Necrotic damage? You're not immune.
Resist.
You might be resistant.
No, I think
You are
I
still
think that
resistant.
potion
You're not immune.
No, it
not
doesn't make you
immune.
immune.
Yeah, resistance.
All right, so you also will resist 10 points of necrotic damage, half to 5.
That's 5. All right. Here we go.
That's the first rock. Second rock with his nat 20.
Finally.
16, 24, 28, 34 points of piercing damage, halved to 17.
17.
And then talons. 12 points of slashing damage, halved to 6. 7 points of necrotic damage, halved to 3 actually. 7 points of slashing damage, halved to 3. And 12 points of necrotic damage, halved to 6.
All right.
As they just like peck and tear at you, squawking in your direction. Next up is Hunkus.
Okay. And I've got the old flight on me. I can fly around.
You
Like
can fly
is
60
doing.
feet. Your movement speed currently is 60 feet flying.
Okay.
Your
And these
hooves are like just hovering a couple centimeters off the ground.
Are these 10-foot squares? 5-foot
These are
squares?
5-foot squares.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And they're both. We're going for the mage, right? Just to make sure I'm like targeting the right thing.
You turn to friend.
Yeah, get the
Yeah.
No, not the dragon. The dragon's good.
Because I mean, I'm used to smashing dragons, so I'm just making sure. The name of the game here, just okay.
I get it.
So.
I get it. Trust me.
I'm actually going to. Okay, I'm mathing in my head right now. And then let me look at this. Okay, I'm going to use my staff and shoot a lightning strike.
Oh, nice at her.
Yes, yep.
You got it.
And I don't need to do anything. It's a magic action, so it's a DC 17 Dex save.
It's a meets it beats it. It's a meets it beats it on my end.
So I still roll the damage. It's just
you roll the damage. It's half damage. Yep.
Yep. Okay. Cool. So it's a 9d6.
Yeah. 96.
And that's going to be a total of 35. And then half.
17 points of lightning damage cracks down at her. And this time she like looks in your direction and squints her eyes and is like very much has taken notice of you all.
That got her attention. I don't know if I can do anything else. Can I do a bonus action
Yeah, for
after
sure.
I cast the spell? I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not. I forgot what it was like
100%,
casting
buddy.
spells. It's been a while.
You just can't cast another spell.
Right. Okay. That's right. That's right. But I can do any kind of bonus action. I'm actually going to. Is there a bonus action that gives me health? Don't I
It's
have
your
like
second
a
wind.
second wind? Yeah. Where is that? That's what I'm looking for.
Rub some dirt in.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Is that a bonus action?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna do a second wind just to kind of top up my health. I'm
So
not in any danger. I just
D10 plus your fighter level, which is
15.
15.
It's 15. Yep. So roll me 1d10. Oh, a good one.
Solid one, so you get 16
Solid one,
health
16.
back.
Cool. That's all I'm doing. I'm good to
You
go.
got it. You got it. All right, now comes the rest of my bad guys. Or his name's Oramus. I'm gonna rename him to that. Oramus. You hear Oramus in a common that doesn't usually speak common. Stay out of my way, whelps. I will consume this traitorous mage. As he just flies directly towards her.
Can I respond?
Sure.
We just want her staff.
And he is going to take his full repertoire of attacks. How many attacks does he need? 1 bite, 2 claw. Hey, what's the bite? There it is. Oof. First bite attack, she seems to like dart out of the way. The jaws clamp onto air. 2 claws swing out, one from the front, one from the behind, as he goes to like fly past her. That's gonna hit. First claw hits. Second claw misses. He only seems to manage to swipe her with 1 claw as he does like a flyby. She takes 14 points of slashing damage as the claws rake through her. That's going to be his turn. Brings us down below.
Down below. Yeah, you're a good boy. Yes.
30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They're like half buried underground. They did have to dash that so this was their full turn hail to get here to you.
Fantastic.
But they're just like shark surfing through the ground, you know what I'm talking about? Leaving like furrowed, sort of like perfectly tilled earth behind them as if for like crops. But 2 earth elementals with just like cold hatred in their eyes have burrowed to you, one of them making it to melee range with you. Now it's these 2 guys. I honestly think they just run out and fall 100 feet.
Fall to their deaths, total.
They both take 10d6 falling damage. They both take 47 points of bludgeoning damage. 2. Black Rose. Whenever they take damage, roll a d6. On a 5 or a 6, they go berserk. Nope. Nope. They don't go berserk. They can only move 20 feet, so they're only going to move another 15 feet as they take dash actions. That's general direction. That's their go, which brings us to Turnhail.
Oh, I can do a thing.
Yep.
Okay.
So, Turnhail, you're sort of like picking yourself up. The elementals are shark swimming their way to you. You turn and you look, and Willie's being pecked by 2 huge bone birds. And then you just hear the sound of like falling, just like poof, poof, and you look over and 2 of the like undead berserkers, bones sticking out, both of them like dragging their ankles from just the fall they just took without protecting themselves at all, pick themselves up and begin shambling their way towards you. And above you, a dragon fights a mage. 2 lightning bolts have struck out the like smell of ozone in the air.
So where exactly above me was the mage at? Like if she was overlaid on here.
The mage is somewhere like here-ish and 55 feet up.
Okay.
Like, I believe it's this square, but 55 feet up.
Okay, so that wouldn't hit. Okay, but I think I'm gonna have to deal with these fucks down here first because, yeah, it's not gonna go well. Active. Radius. Yeah, there you go. When in doubt, conjure celestial, so you can heal yourself and kill other people at the same time.
Doesn't happen when it starts, right? It's on their turns.
It is.
Never remember.
Whenever the cylinder moves into the space of a creature you can see, and whenever a creature you can see enters a cylinder, ends its turn there.
Conjure a spirit from the upper planes. Saying, for each creature you can see in the cylinder, choose which of these lights shines on it. Okay. So he makes a dex save. They both make dex saves. And those aren't going to succeed. So they take 6d12.
Right. $35 on the first one. $26 on the second one.
$35. 26.
And I'll choose it to heal me, so 40, 12 plus
But if they just stay in it, they don't take the D12 damage again.
If they end their turn in there, it is.
Oh, or ends its turn in there. Yep, there it is.
That would be a very depressing spell if that didn't happen.
Great. That's Sternhill's turn, unless he wants to move.
Um, I will. I'm gonna stay in this right now. Hold on. I think it's a bonus action to move it. Let me check before I lock that in. Oh no, it's just when I move on my turn, I can move the cylinder up to 30 feet. Okay.
Deals 2d8 damage.
So I'm gonna bonus action, or actually I don't even have to bonus action. No, but I will because attacks of opportunity over here so Willie can get thing because I'm just gonna move it when I move.
Okay, and then the rocks take the damage.
Ah, I mean I get it moves into their space. Or they enter the cylinder, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah, whenever the cylinder moves into the space of a creature you can see.
Yeah. So they both do that, and Willie gets 40, 12 plus 5 healing.
Oh, thanks. What's that total come out to?
It's a very strong spell. But before that happens, that guy's going to take an attack of opportunity on you, right?
I mean, I guess I did the bonus action elf.
Oh, you did a bonus. Oh, you bamfed. Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Nope, yep, you're good. You're fine. They don't get to do that though. The rocks make dex saves. That one might actually succeed. Both of those might succeed. Yeah, they +5 to that. It's a 24 and a 21.
Yeah, those do indeed.
Good job. Good job, you two.
So half as much damage.
They sort of flap back as you initially bamf in. There's like a momentary pause as the cylinder like is dragged over to you, and they sort of like flap back to only have the edges of their wings scorched.
Sweet. Yeah, let me roll up the 3d12.
But their attention definitely turns to you, like from Willie, who seems to be very resistant to their pecking.
I'll just roll the 3d12 for both of them. 26. Brilliant.
6 halved to 13. 13 and 13. Great.
So was that was them being resistant to?
Yeah, they saved.
No,
So they
that was with the half damage. That was the 26 was a half damage.
We don't usually do that. 26. There you go. Back up to the top.
Mhm.
Brings us to Lehman.
Wait, was there a healing spell that went off, and how much was that for?
Yeah. 40, 12 plus 5. Actually, I can roll it up for you, or if you want to roll it up yourself. I'm good with that.
Am I supposed to roll? I can roll it. 40, 12 plus.
Lehman, you're up.
Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and mind spike her. I thought about doing Bigby's hand and just like hold her in front of him.
You cast the mind spike, Lehman. You throw it out, and you feel the magic get deflected off her mind as if she isn't there. She has mind blank cast on her. That was one of the spells I cast during my time stop. I'm still going to actually. You know what? I'm still going to roll for the other effect, but you never really care about that other effect. She does fail, so you know where she is.
Okay.
But she has immunity to psychic damage.
Yep.
Just grab her with Bigby's hand next time and be like, "Here comes the
Yep.
airplane." Into
That
the
was-
dragon.
One of
Yep.
my 3 spells I cast during time stop was Mind Blank, Fire Shield, and Crown of Stars.
Mind blank is a weird one, but oh well. I don't know what lunar dragons are like as a player, so
I did forget, when he managed to land a claw attack, he took 9 points of fire damage from her Fire Shield. I remembered it during House turn. At the end of Lehman's turn, he's going to take one of his legendary actions to take a tail swipe at the mage. I rolled a 3, so it's not going to hit. 14 total. She barrel rolls out of the way of the dragon. Needed to look up this spell.
I'm
She,
actually gonna move over to this side.
What a great call. She flies so she's almost riding the dragon, and he's trying to turn as she goes and pulls her hands towards her chest, and these icicles begin to form. 10, 45, 50, 50. We're just a little bit out of range. Do this instead. $150, 30 feet in between. There's so many spells. Yeah, she's going to. You know what? I'm going to do the original plan, and Friend is going to. I'm going to be very kind to Friend. I think Friend is literally going to be just out of range of it, but I think I get Hunkus. Just based on the height differential. I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw from you, Hunkus. And I also need a con save for the dragon.
Constitution
I rolled so
saving.
poorly for the dragon. Plus 10, that's not good enough. He will use one of his two legendary resistances.
I'm rolling 1s today. I don't know why
Hey,
that's happening.
do you want to use an Indomitable to not have that one?
Yeah. I was gonna say, can I use my my saving thing?
Yeah. Oh, actually, you know what? I have a D12 from Friend on this save for the dragon. I rolled an 11. The dragon succeeds and doesn't have to burn one of his legendary resistances.
What's my thing called?
Indomitable.
Indomitable. Yeah, there it is. Yep. Fail a saving throw, re-roll it with a plus 15 bonus. Okay, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna roll this with a plus 15 bonus. That's a lot better. So that's a 27 plus 15. I hope that does it.
So both you and the dragon succeed. You both take. You would have taken 61 points of cold damage, but instead you both take 30.
And I think that halves for me because I've got that resistance to cold damage.
You have resistance to cold damage?
Yeah. You say this every time, but it's because of my infernal constitution. Or whatever the hell
I
that's
do.
in-
I forget every time. It makes it hasn't logged into my brain.
I've got all these weird bonuses from that. So
reduce that
it's actually-
again to 15.
I love having these random ass like, oh yeah, and I'm also resistant to cold because I've got
Yeah.
that thick cowhide, you know.
And friend, I like the front of your feet get like a little frosty. I think you're like literally just out of range because you were out of range to get to hit him with your 60 foot. I'm gonna say I'm out of range to hit you with my 60 foot.
Hell yeah.
My cold feet.
Cold feet. That's her. Oh no, I am friend. When she sees she missed, because she was hoping to get you. When she sees she missed, she's gonna flick a star at you.
Oh fuck. I'll dodge. I'll do a Goku dodge.
I'll dodge it.
Yeah.
I make a ranged
Shimmer,
spell
I'm gonna give
attack.
a body shimmer. I'll do a parry.
Plus 10, so 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Oof. Ugh. 34 points of radiant damage.
Oh, so halved.
Yeah. Oh, you could take half radiant?
Yeah, and necrotic.
Oh, nice. Why do you take half radiant?
I'm an ASMR.
I thought you had to pick. I thought you got one from one or the other.
It says I have both on my sheet.
Then you have both. Buddy.
It's half of 34.
17.
Nice.
17 radiant. She flicks a star at you.
Yeah, I think the old ASMR was that way, but the new one is both.
The new one isn't? Okay. That's her turn. Actually, she is going to. I think she's going to close in with you guys and risk a swipe on Ormus.
You shouldn't have done that. He's just a boy.
She like
French fried taters.
flies over to you. The dragon takes a. I mean, you know what? He gets to choose. Why not try and bite her? So we'll try and. I rolled a 4. I haven't rolled a double digit for him yet. Clamps down on air. She flies and like her robes whipping around her in the sky. She looks at you and she goes, "You've ruined everything. I will tear my justice from your bones." And that's her turn. It is Jim Jam. Jim Jam. She doesn't really know you're there, to be honest. You hear that threat from outside the room, and you're like, "Man, I hope she's not talking to me."
Man, I'm kind of, peek over.
Peek over. You see her flying in the sky. Her red robes whipping in the air. She looks really evil. She's got like she's aura farming pretty bad right now.
Is she? I kind of want to do something really funny and just like catapult like a diamond through her head. That would be hilarious, right?
Be pretty fun.
But I won't use a diamond because that's like 5,000 gold pieces. Is a pearl pretty hard? No, I'll just hold on. I was hoping I'd have something explosive I could fucking. Nope. Okay. No, I'll just snipe her. I'll snipe her in the face. No, catapult. Man, I haven't done a good catapult in a little bit.
I will tell you, you know this. You like your friends have done several things.
Is she gonna counterspell it?
She's not gonna Oh, you're doing your gem laser. Great.
Yeah, I'll do this.
Yeah, that's fine.
21.
That hits. Pew!
21.
This radiant beam shoots out. 2 of them slams into her chest. She
Ugh,
takes
gross.
21 total points of damage. Pew pew! She like staggers back and seems to like look back into the room.
Hi.
Great.
Take 2 shots. Both land their marks.
Any movement, Jim Jam?
No, I'm gonna hang back here. Shooter, guys, good luck. Have fun.
Down at the bottom, Willie, it is your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. Willie, it's my turn. Well, you know, Willie is a man of habit. And that habit is stabbing the rock. The rock is the one I beat up the first time, right? Or was that
Yes.
Chris Rock? Okay.
Oh, you beat up Chris Rock. Sorry.
Okay. Then Chris Rock is getting brutally struck.
Do have legendary actions. Oops, I spent a whole round not taking legendary actions.
Tell him to
22.
keep your wife's name out his goddamn mouth.
Keep
My
my
wife's
voice.
name out your goddamn mouth. That hits?
22. Alright.
That guy looks pretty bad, to be honest. That looks pretty hurt.
This one attack will kill him. Start with a 19. Then it is a 21. That's the brutal strike damage. And then the necrotic damage is 5. Is he still up?
What was it? 9, 2, and 5? 19, 2, and 5? Can I get the 21, 26? Yeah, she's still up.
He's still up. Alright, second attack. A 27 to hit.
Oh my god.
For 14 damage.
Why the frig? Dude, Kids Ross
Plus
just punched
4
Chris
necrotic.
Ross in the peanuts.
How's he
Peanuts.
doing?
He's still up.
Still up.
Oh.
Crazy.
Sorry, that was my fault. I grabbed that guy.
Well, that's really. Oh, he needs a brutal strike effect. He is vulnerable, so +5 on the next attack to hit him. And I'll also try and knock him prone. That's the other thing he gets.
Okay.
Prone.
Prone. Natural 1.
So he's definitely prone.
He falls to the
And
ground.
Durnhill was supposed to have temporary hit points. $11 temporary hit points for Durnhill. And there we go.
To Willie, I'm going to take a legendary action. I forgot to run a strategy.
The Rock is?
Nope.
Who is?
The wizard.
Oh. Oh, she doesn't have legendary resistances, but she has legendary actions.
Yes.
I gotcha. Terra Mini. Old Harkonnen looking ass.
Harkonnen will get
She does
at.
look very Harkonnen. That's a very good it's a good one. Not. Let's do that again. I'm just gonna point a finger at you, friend, and cast Ray of Frost.
Okay.
Does it 21 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. 11, 12, 20. 20 points of frost damage. And your speed is reduced by 10.
Ugh.
This beam of ice slams into you, and you're just a little slower. Your go.
Is it my turn?
Yep, it's your
Oh,
go now.
okay, cool. That was fucking rude. Make a dexterity saving throw. That's what he said.
That's another. Isn't it another spell?
Yeah.
18.
Okay, you pass. And just like a beam of tiny crystals flies past her foot.
Was it fucking disintegrate?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is disintegrate necrotic damage or force?
I think it's force.
I think it's force. I think it's force.
Force.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Force damage.
Alright.
Not cool, bitch.
Yeah.
That's right. I called you a bitch.
Huh.
I think you should kick this bitch's ass, Hunkus. That's a bardic inspiration.
D12 bardic inspiration for you, Uncas.
Nice.
That's me.
I'll
At the end
take
of
it.
your turn, friend, she's going to take another legendary action and Ray of Frost to you. You just hear as it hits you with a 23. You're the bitch.
I'm the wrong person to waste your damage on, lady.
You turn as you slap Hunkus on the ass. She thinks Hunkus is just another wizard. She has no.
I mean, yeah,
fucking
all
idea.
I've done
no
is show
idea
up and shoot lightning at her. So
15 points of frost damage, friend.
And I'm reduced by another 10?
No, I don't think it stacks like
Okay.
that, in my opinion. I think it refreshes the effect.
Yeah.
It, like, you
That's
know what
fair.
I'm saying? In like a video game sense. The like timer that's ticking down just is filled back up. That's her legendary action. Brings us to the Bone Rocks. We're going to peck the fuck out of Durnhale. This one's going to stand up. This one's gonna. Then they're all gonna peck the fuck out of Durnhale. Hit that. Stats. Say to hit. Have it. 15 to hit.
No.
Natural 1. Natural 2. Okay, so Chris Rock misses entirely. The Rock comes in, misses with a 15. Okay, this one's a 23.
Shield.
Fuck. A natural 20. This guy, he means it. He means business. It means business.
What the Rock is cooking. Pecking.
So one Talon Strike makes it through. And 15. 20 points of slashing damage. And 20 points of necrotic damage.
All right.
So 40 points total in one attack. So you need to roll a Constitution saving throw. Concentration check, DC 20.
All right. And I have advantage on that. So. That is 20 exactly.
Nice. Bishi Bishi, your thing remains. Their turn ends. This guy is disintegrated with 4 health.
Yeah, he has a bad time.
This guy rolls a dex save. Fails.
Cool. Oh yeah. 38.
Damage. Okay. Brings us back up top for Hunkus's turn.
Okay. I'm going to show her the whooping stick. I'm just gonna
As
straight up
you
attack.
like sort of fly towards her, her eyebrows furrow, and you like take your arcane
Wow.
staff and you bring it back, and her eyebrows raise, and she's like, you see her in real time realize, oh fuck, that's a fighter.
Like I'm gripping it like a baseball bat, like a
Yeah.
real slugger.
Oh no.
That's not typical spell casting holding there.
That's a funny way to hold a staff.
You like see her like genuinely be like, oh, I closed the distance on the fighter. That's not another mage. Fuck.
All right, let's see. 22 to hit.
That does hit, yeah.
Okay, and let's do this. That's gonna
Hold
be
on.
15.
22. Hold on. Time out. Does my stat slot have shield? Nope. Continue.
Okay, that's 15 points of damage. And how does
In response from the fire shield,
oh yeah, fire shield, yep.
11 points of fire damage.
Okay. I do take full fire damage. I'm not like
Yes. She knows what lunar dragons do, so she chose the fire one this time.
So if I just theoretically, if I was to knock her prone with this hit, what does that do?
In flying, I'm going to
flying.
say nothing. I'm going to say
Okay.
Any flying creature usually is immune to the prone condition.
Okay. And then so what about
You could push her around though in the full Z
Yeah.
axis.
I can't grapple either. I could I could sap her. I'm just gonna attack again. I'm gonna do that right now. And that's gonna be another 22 to hit. Yep, 22 to hit. And then there's some more damage for you. That was 15 plus 10, so that's 25 damage. And I'm gonna do my last attack. And that's gonna be 29 to hit.
Yep.
And another 10, so that was 35 total. And I'm gonna just sap her so where she has disadvantage on the next attack roll before the start of my next turn. And that's it.
Okay. At the end of your turn, she's going to use her last legendary resistance to chill touch you. She has disadvantage on. Spell attack with disadvantage. That's a D12. Yeah, 17. 17 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay, so she misses her skeletal. Her hand turns like ghostly green. She goes to like place it on you, and you get out of the way. After your turn, it is the dragon's turn. The dragon's going to fly over here. I need myself, Hunkus, Friend, and Lehman to all make me Constitution saving throws.
Well, what did we do to him?
Nothing.
But I
But
gave
he
doesn't
also
care.
doesn't care. He doesn't give a fuck about you guys
but I gave
either.
him inspiration.
You did.
That's a
He
12, but
got
I think I'm going to use
great
my
He's-
other
He's a
one.
neutral evil creature. In case, just so you know, he not a good dragon. Neutral evil.
Breathing fire at us.
So we have
Cold.
to kill this fucker
Cold.
too?
Cold. You don't know if you have to kill him, but he's definitely gonna fucking kill this bitch if he has anything to say about it.
What kind of save? Dex?
It's a con. I'm gonna use another Indomitable.
Natural 20.
So I got 33 with mine total.
I'm going to use my 16 and give myself a 23.
You got it. I rolled a Mishi Bishi'd. Everybody rolled above an 18, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So everybody saves. $35 points of cold damage for both Hunkus and Terramini. That is reduced to 17 and then again to 8.
Nice. I love it.
For Friend and Lehman, it is only reduced to 17 unless you're also resistant to cold damage.
But 17's not bad.
No, it is not.
That's his go. Actually, he's gonna use a bonus action, and you watch as he turns into just like moonlight. Seems to go translucent. He's still there, but you can like kind of see through him now. It's the elemental's turn. Brings us back down. They're smart. Earth elementals aren't dumb. They're just gonna like sort of encircle the circle and just reach into the ground and pick up big clumps and chuck them at you in third hand.
Cool.
So they both throw 2 at you. So first one misses. Second one 24. Nope, 26.
Well, I mean, I still have my shield up, but that is a Mitsubishi.
Mitsubishi. Okay, so I have to roll an 18 or higher. That is what we've learned right here. So I have to roll an 18 or higher to hit him. That's not going to hit.
Damn.
That's also not going to hit. Okay, so 1 rock slams into your dome.
Bonk.
I eat rocks for breakfast.
You take 10 points of bludgeoning damage and are knocked prone. Give me a Constitution saving throw, DC 10.
Yeah, we're good. That's a nat 20.
Great. Black Rose Bears. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. One of them makes it into melee with his round, but he gets to take the damage.
Get burned.
Natural 20.
Get half burned.
Get half burned.
All right, so 23. That was a really good one, dude.
3. And he
23.
rolls to see if he gets berserk. Oh, that's a d20. Does not go berserk. Black Rose Bear, right? Yeah. Yep. Nope. Does not go berserk. That's his turn. Turn Hale, it is your go.
I love that. All right. How far away is Wizard?
She's now practically 100 feet up and on the other side of the courtyard.
Okay.
You probably can't even spot her with how just like surrounded you are by other creatures, to be honest.
Fantastic. Um, yeah, I'll do that. I'm gonna use half my movement to get up. And then do another elf bamf just to the top of this to kind of get some distance.
Okay.
Move it so we are still there. Yeah. And then I will just do a third level guiding bolt.
Whom?
I'm gonna go for the rock because he's conceivably at least, or theoretically at least, more hurt than anything else there. So 25 to hit.
25 hits.
30.
Ouch. Glitter bombed, very hurt.
Glitter.
Anything else, Turnhound?
Yeah, let me roll up the healings for myself and Lily.
We go back up top to the top of the round and Lehman.
34 healing.
For healing to Willie and Dernhound.
I am just gonna step out and just.
What?
That's not what I wanted to do.
Oh. Lehman's dead.
I am dropping down.
There he is. Okay.
You say
So
4 points?
he basically was here. He steps out and just goes down.
Okay.
I am going to try to hopefully get within 100. Well, I'm probably actually going to go. These guys basically went straight. No, they were more level than what I'm going at. I'm gonna be like here down below where friend is.
Like 5-10 feet below him.
I mean, I'm going much steeper. My
Okay.
intention is to get involved in the lower fight at this point.
Oh, then we can just bring you down. We can just switch maps. We can just do that. We can just switch maps, and we've got a Lehman. Got a Lehman here. We can just say that you're now like over here, probably about like 45, 50 feet up, because you have 60-foot fly speed.
Oh, okay. In that case, I should be able to get within 150 feet of what I want.
Oh, easily. Yeah.
Drop a fireball and get the two whatchamacallits.
The
black
Earth Elemental and the
rose
Rock.
and the Earth Elemental.
Yeah.
And not
Simple. Simple as. It's a very cool. I think only Jim Jammy sees Lehman do it. Lehman doesn't even use the fly. He just like walks out of the tower and plummets for just a moment. Like from Jim Jammy's perspective, it's a suicide attempt. Just falls, and then Lehman, activates the fly and throws a fireball.
All right.
Love it.
Two,
It is a dex
fail. Natural 20. I rolled 2 3s, a 2, and then a natural 20. I'm going to give the natural 20 to the rock.
Okay. Damage on the fireball. Not bad. 28 points.
Both of the Black Rose Bears rolled D6s. Nope. Yes. As the flame dissipates, this guy's like slobbering and like begins to like snap his body as he goes berserk. Anything else, Lehman?
Like as I'm dropping, you're like, I'll be back for you, bitch.
Just make me a charisma saving throw.
Me?
No, Hunkus.
Oh,
Hunkus.
Hunkus.
Yeah, the guy
Oh, I
beat
didn't hear
the
you.
fuck out of me.
Charisma saving throw.
Yeah.
All right. That's a great
A
2.
strong 2. Hunkus, you get your baseball arcane bat in hand. The fight of your life right now. Flying in the air, a dragon. You can hear the beat of dragon wings. This just evil looking dragon behind this archmage. You've pinned an archmage between yourself and a dragon. And then you're back on your training grounds. The sound of your men practicing their shields. One of your lieutenants turns and goes, "Sir, what are you doing back? I didn't think you'd be back for a couple more days."
Oh no.
You've been banished, my friend.
Oh no. I could use guarded mind. That works against charisma saving throws.
What's that?
What's that?
Once per. It's basically I just succeed instead. That's all it is.
Oh, you have
was-
you have Mage Slayer too?
Yeah, I do.
Fuck!
I'm gonna use that,
I'm not
and I
even
come right
mad,
back. And I come right back.
It like shimmers for a
That,
second.
don't do that. No, I hate that. Don't do that.
Stop that, Mac.
I come right back.
your
This is my
lieutenant,
no stick.
your lieutenant turns back around to the men who've stopped training. Is like, back to your drills, man. Back to your drills. as you disappeared again.
She's just like, go away, and you just shimmer, pop back, and no,
No.
bonk.
No, I don't think I will.
So actually, don't you get an attack of opportunity, or did they change that?
It doesn't say anything about that, so I don't think it
No. Okay.
does that. I mean, it is a
Mage
pretty powerful
Slayer
thing
used
on its
to-
own.
If you were targeted by a mage in your
Yeah, they got rid of that
Mage
part of
Slayer.
Mage Slayer. It's
Okay.
now if Hunkus hits a creature with that's concentrating on something, they have disadvantage on the concentration check, and they get that actually fuck you move. Fuck me, I needed Hunkus to not be in my melee. Well, eat a fucking disadvantage crown of stars. She picks out one of her stars and just she'd been flicking them very nonchalant. She fully grabs one with her fist and chucks it at you angrily. Uh, 21 to hit with disadvantage.
That does hit.
$34 points of radiant damage. As just a miniature star slams into you.
That's the most damage I've taken so far.
Son of a fucking bitch.
Awesome.
I think she's gonna risk it for the biscuit. Yeah, she's gonna risk it for the biscuit first. No. Yes. No, she's gonna put herself right here. She's gonna put herself right here. That's her turn. She's sort of 5 feet above you as well. No, 5 feet below you, Hunkus, but still in your melee range. She seems to be planning something. You see her beginning to like pull arcane runes together to cast another spell. But I can't do it until I get another turn in. Jim Jams.
Yo.
You're up.
Okay. Yep. Um. Yeah, I'm just gonna take some more shots. Stop this, bitch.
Currently, I'm going to say you can't see her from your current. You're going to have to move
Okay,
to like
yeah,
the
yeah.
edge. You're going to have to move to the edge of the room and sort of fire down. Yeah. You can see it from there.
$17 hit.
17 does not hit.
Damn.
15 also does not hit. Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Her robes seem to absorb it.
You should
Anything else, Jim
magic,
Jams?
bitch. No. Fuck. Sorry, guys. That'll be it.
Okay. At the end of your turn, she's going to release the spell she was holding on to. And I need friend Hunkus and Oramus to make me. What is it? I closed this tab because I chose to banish instead, but I'm not going to just banish a second time. That's a little silly. Wisdom saving throws. I failed, so I'm going to choose to.
Hey, Sean?
What's up?
No,
God
actually,
damn
never
it.
mind. I've already used
Okay.
it.
Me?
Never
I'm making
mind.
wisdom save?
You're making a wisdom saving throw, friend. Yep.
Counterspell.
What's my bardic inspiration do? Can I add
D12.
that to?
Just add a D12 to it.
Counterspell?
Okay.
You want to counterspell it, friend?
Yeah.
Okay, she'll counterspell your counterspell.
All right.
That's
I've been holding my reactions for your counterspells. Nobody's counterspelled any of my shit. But I've been holding.
So do we both
Um,
roll?
You have to roll first. It's a stacks. The new counterspell is a stacks game.
Let's roll. D20 plus straight charisma. Is that right?
Yep, just straight charisma. Yep.
13 plus 4.
4, 17.
17.
Does not beat my
Spell
saving
save
throw.
DC.
Can I add my?
Spell save
Oh,
DC, yeah. Let
Can
me
I
just double
add-
check that.
Can you do what?
Jim James, you're not involved in that. Oh, you want to add your? Let's look it up. Yes, you want to look up your flash of genius? Hold on, let me look it
yeah.
up. Yeah.
Whenever you or another creature you can see within 30 feet of you makes an ability check or a saving throw, you can use your reaction to add +5.
20 feet. Friend, do you remember how far down you chose to go? 25
I only
feet?
have 30 feet of movement. And I
'Kay.
haven't moved any further, right? And he's further forward than I was when I started.
Then I would say he's within range.
Yeah.
Then I would say friend is within range.
So I would like to add 5 with my flash
Add
of
5,
genius.
which brings us to what? Friend?
17 plus 5.
Simply, that's a success. My DC is 20.
Okay, so now you need to roll DC 17.
No, it's not you don't add your charisma. It's a constitution saving throw now.
Oh, it is?
That's right. Yeah, right? Let me just double check.
Yeah.
New counterspell rules. We always counterspell.
Yeah.
Counterspell. Makes a constitution saving throw. Yeah, it's
Oh,
just a
okay.
con save.
So-
So keep the 13, add the con.
Well, so that means the original roll would have been a 19.
19 still is a fail, still requires Jim
No,
Jamie's
18.
involvement.
18. Sorry.
18 still requires Jim Jamie's involvement.
Okay, so
I could
now
do that though. I
you-
could use another one, right?
No, you don't
We
use another
need you.
one.
We
It's
don't
this.
need you. Yeah, we're just going back in
Ah.
time. But thank you for the original one. That worked a charm. Now you make a
Right.
Constitution save.
Now I make a constitution saving throw.
DC
Add advantage.
Why is
Yeah,
it
that's
at
got
advantage?
Because of my robe. It's a spell.
Yeah, but wait. What's your robe
Yeah.
do?
Robe? I have advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects.
But you're the one that initiated this. I'm not. This is
It's
counter
your
spell.
counter spell.
No, it's your counter spell.
No, you just saved my counter spell. You saved from my counter spell just now.
Oh, it's the
The
other
original
way around?
caster.
I thought Sorry. Never mind.
So the way it works, I cast slow. I'll open face. I'm casting slow.
Right.
You cast counter spell.
Right.
I responded by countering your counter spell. So by the Magic the Gathering rules, we go by stack. So my counter spell needs to be resolved first on you. So you saved my counter spell. Fizzles away. It's gone. I lost. Now I have to save from your counter spell.
Okay.
Because of my legendary artifact robes, I get to roll at that with advantage. And I do. I succeed. So slow effects. I need wisdom saves. Hunkus rolled a 9 in total. Fails.
9 in total. Yeah.
Oramus also rolled real shit, but uses one of his legendary resistances to succeed. Friend rolls.
Sorry. What was the roll again?
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. My bad. I was reading counterspell again. 19.
19. That's a failure. So everybody who just failed, which is Hunkus and Friend, your speed is halved. You have a -2 penalty to AC and Dex saves. Can't take reactions. And on your turn, you can either take an action or a bonus action, not both. And you can only make one attack if it is the attack action. And if you cast a spell with a somatic component, there's a 25% chance the spell fails as a result of the target making the spell's gestures too slowly. You get to repeat this save at the end of each of your turns.
That's rude.
Yeah. Yes, it is. That is her turn. Well, it was Jim Jamie's turn. We go back down to Willie. Willie, it is your go.
Alrighty.
I will say, just as she releases that time spell up above, she looks like she's very hurt. She's bludgeoned and bruised from Willie. Her back is covered in rime. She's trying to figure out how to weasel her way out of here.
I think it's time to do a stabby. The Rock. Durnhell, how are you doing on temporary hit points?
You
still
refresh
have
them. You refresh them.
I refresh them. Nine.
God, you got hit by rocks and also earth elementals last turn. So.
Yeah, sorry. I'm actually not that hurt.
Yeah, but you lost your temporary hit points, so he's giving you more temporary hit points.
Okay.
9 of them.
9. Sweet.
Chris Rock is up? No, it's The Rock.
The Rock.
Going-
You can't stop
No.
The Rock. Can't stop The Rock. You can't stop The Rock.
I
Can't
can
stop The Rock.
probably stop The Rock.
Probably, actually.
The boulder.
Sean, if I transform the shape of my weapon, is it always piercing damage, or does it change
No.
proportion?
You can change it to bludgeoning damage. That's what I was trying to tell you earlier.
Great. It is now a steel chair, and I am going to beat The Rock with a steel chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. We'll call it 1d8 bludgeoning.
Wait, it's 1d8 bludgeoning. Shouldn't it be 1d10 bludgeoning because it's a two-handed weapon?
No.
Then why wouldn't I just use the
Well,
tripod?
to deal your
Well, I
fucking
mean, the chair is
damage.
versatile. It's either open or closed. Very versatile.
Deal your fucking damage. 25 hits.
Rogue strike.
That's bludgeoning damage. It's a vulnerable to bludgeoning damage.
Great. 19 plus the
doubled.
brutal strike damage.
Oh yeah, even
Brutal
more.
strike should also be doubled. So 24, 48.
He's dead. You just crunch it.
Finally, the rock is dead.
The fucking like brittle bird bones crumple underneath the steel chair.
And given my attack range, this is a 15-foot steel chair.
Yeah.
There's a steel coach.
That's the
Yeah.
steel couch.
Yeah.
Black Rose Bear is also gonna get a steel couch to the face. With a 15. So 27 to hit. Or 13 bludgeoning
He's dead.
damage. Oh, well,
And 12
there
health.
you
Because
See
he
you, that
jumped off
guy.
The fucking thing.
Yeah.
Alright, that's Willie.
That's Willie. Paul Bear. Brings us to back up top, Friend, who is currently slowed. Do you get an action or a bonus action?
Not nice. Make a wisdom save.
Does this have somatic components?
Yeah. You want me to roll?
Okay.
What, D4.
What dice would you like to roll to determine a
I'll take a
25% chance?
D4. On a 4, I fail.
Great.
Got a 1.
Got a 1. There you go.
All right.
I need a wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Hmm. I don't think I succeed. Where's my stat block? Wisdom? 14.
Fail. That was hold person.
Okay. That sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
That sucks. Mega Master can re-roll a saving throw if it fails. It must use the new. It's my last one. I probably should do that.
That or
Let's
take,
see.
Crit dragon claws.
Crit dragon damage. Yeah. Okay. Dirty 20. Dirty 20. And she like seizes up and she like panics, and the like robes spin her out of the way of the like fully like top spins her, and you watch something in the robes, like some of this like arcane energy in it dims and fades as it like uses its final like charge of the day.
This one bubble is me winking.
It's just like a bubble goes up in your canister.
Mm-hmm. Slowly.
Nice. Yep.
That's
And it is the Bone Rock's turn, who are dead. Brings us to Hunkus, who is
Actually,
also. Oh, hey,
sorry,
make a wisdom save.
I will drop 15 feet.
I do it at the beginning.
Great.
Just straight.
No, friend needs to make me his save,
Oh, okay.
so that doesn't count for you.
Okay.
Sorry, what?
Wisdom save to see if you break out a slow,
Oh, okay.
friend.
No.
No. Okay, Hunkus, your go. Action or bonus action?
Action.
Okay,
I'm gonna swing on her.
you only get one attack.
Make
Okay.
it count.
Make it count.
I'm thinking about something. Hold on a second.
I'm thinking about coming. Oh, sorry.
He's gonna
Oh
come.
yeah. Oh yeah. Coming in 3, 2. Okay. Can I still action surge?
You could.
Okay.
No. Let me go read action surge again.
It just gives you one extra action.
Except magic.
An action or a bonus. So I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. You can.
You could, but it would be pointless. I think is what it is.
I think it would also be pretty pointless because you're
You would just
losing.
use up the slot. Nothing would happen.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna swing on her. One attack.
One attack.
Oof.
16
16 to
misses.
Oh, that
16
sucks.
misses.
I'm angry. I get
Uh,
advantage on the next one.
You do get advantage on the next one. After your turn comes the dragon, who rolls a d6. Does not get his charge back.
Oh wait, do I get to roll my wisdom?
You do get
don't
to save. Yeah, roll your save. For sure.
I?
Wisdom save.
I'm rolling those ones.
It's not going to cut it.
This sucks.
He's going to fly above her and just like try and like put all of his weight, bites down. He like dephases out. He like is no longer just like solid moonlight. Goes for the bite attack. Jesus Christ, that doesn't hit. That does hit. First claw attack hits with a 24. And the second claw misses. I think I've only rolled 2 double digits for him. That blows. She takes 14 points of slashing damage. She looks awful. I make a con save, concentration check on the slow of 10. I succeed. Fuck me, dude. Okay. It is the elemental's turn. The boulder. They're gonna chuck rocks at Durnhale still.
Zone.
The boulder misses. The second guy also misses. Brings us to the Black Rose Bearer. He is Berserk. 5, 10, 15. He rolls a dex save. Fails.
43.
And dies. Just is disintegrated, Willie. You're just dusted by the like momentum of it hitting you.
Oh, geez. Fuck, he got in my mouth.
He dusted in my mouth.
That tastes like Victorian mummies.
Gone brings us to Durnhale.
So it's just these two guys, and
Now that you're like less harried, you can look up and you see by this tower over here, like up at the very peak of this tower over here, the dragons flapping, and you see the like red crimson of the wizard whipping around in the sky up there.
cool. Like, if I get over there, would I be able to do anything? Like, distance-wise? Like, how far down?
She's 100. They're practically 100 feet up in the air.
Oh, okay.
So like they're like the only reason you can spot them is the like bright color of her cloak and the fact that that's an adult dragon, right? So you're still quite a ways away.
Cool. I mean, let's see. I can move 30. Well, I can bamf 30, so I could get to there. And I can move my 30. So if I was around this square right here, I don't know if you can see that or not. If I was at, I think it was this square, right there, would I be able to hit them with something that's 120 feet spell?
No, you would not.
Okay. Cool.
I believe Pythagorean's theorem says you are somewhere in the realm of 15 to 20 feet short.
Man, really, 120 is as far as I go. I don't have anything farther than that. That is
No, I mean, I know you want to participate in the wizard fight, but I kind of dropped you out of the sky and gave you a dozen things to fight down here.
yeah.
I think your fight's down here.
Oh, I do have a thing, but it is huge, so I think it'll just be everything up there gets fucked. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna avoid sunburst.
good call. They're all my friend Hunkus, the dragon, and the wizard are all in a like 30-foot cube or less, 20-foot cube. They're all really close to one another.
Well, then I'm just gonna move. Oh, there we go. Move this onto the boulder.
You have to move one space to do that, but there you go.
And then
He makes a dex save. A 2.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll see. There it is. 56.
Fucking Christ, 4 11s. What the hell?
Yeah.
I'll take it. Thank you, D&D Beyond.
Still up, but he's like singed. Like the rocks of him are like blackened with the heat.
The boulder is dying. I'm gonna hit him with a guiding bolt.
Okay.
24 to hit.
Oh, well, what I should have done? That's fine. That just should have been something I thought of. It's fine.
There's a 24 to hit him.
Yeah. No, they have siege monster, and you're like on this wooden platform. When they missed, I should have had the like thing you're standing on be like destroyed by the rocks they were throwing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking as I was looking at his stat block.
Fair enough. 25 more radiant of guiding bolt.
Yes,
into his face.
He's still there. He's still kicking. Not looking great. More of a pebble than a boulder.
He's advantaged.
After Durnhandle is Lehman, who's right there as well.
Okay. All right, I am just going to go ahead and try to finish that guy off. And
The boulder?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll cast Firebolt at him.
Okay. You have advantage. Lehman, say you dropped the full almost 60 feet of your movement, by the way?
Okay.
I'm asking, when you like dropped from the upper level to the lower level?
You would have dropped probably almost the whole 60.
Almost the whole 60 feet. Cool. Yeah, I'm just trying to map the map out in my head for my turn.
I'm quite a bit down from them.
Yeah.
I probably dropped. Well,
she wouldn't even know you're there anymore. Then she's very focused on the things around her. I just wanted to know where you're way too far down.
31.
31 slams into this guy for sure. Bonk.
14 points.
14 points, kills him. Ends him.
Good.
All of the rocks like splinter and scatter across the field over there.
Okay. I kind of look at what's left there and then use my movement to start moving up. I'm not going to go the full distance. I'm going to try to also move out of the way because the dragon is trying to bear down on her.
Yeah.
Off to the side and move
you got
up
it.
a bit.
No,
so I'm close the distance to probably within 60 feet.
You've made a fantastic choice, as it is her turn now, and she begins swearing in a language that none of you understand as lightning crackles in her fingers. Oh, funny. Your icon is pretty much where you were. That's kind of funny.
Yeah. But
Lightning crackles in her fingers, and she shoots lightning at Friend, and it's going to splinter from Friend and hit Jim Jam, Hunkus, and the dragon. As she casts Chain Lightning.
did I counterspell her?
About 60 feet.
That's
Did you
about the
do
distance
you?
I said.
You that is the distance you said.
Trying to get within 60 because that's a lot of utility spells in there.
Oh boy, how many? I've used. This is a third level. I used another third level there. I have one more third level slot. I'm also going to counterspell your counterspell. That means you roll first. You roll your Constitution saving throw first.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna go and be very lucky in this.
Okay, you're gonna use a luck point.
Yep.
You got it. Nice.
6.
Okay. You succeed.
I'm going to make her unlucky. Actually, I'm going to give her an 11.
An 11. Okay.
So I hope she's got less than a 10 for a con.
She does. She has an 8. She has a +8 to her con save, so she gets a 19.
19 and fails.
And fails. Son of a bitch! Wait, hold on. I'm with my robes. Spell save DC and spell tap bonus. That doesn't matter to this. Fuck! Son of a bitch! Treat like them! Oh, but I get to keep the spell slot.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna pull some shenanigans here in a moment, but Jim Jams gets a turn. That's her turn. No, I get to pick a thing and flick it.
Okay.
I'm gonna flick it at you, Lehman, for doing that. She's not happy about it. She should have been able to cast 2 spells, and she only gets to cast 1 now. She flicks a star at you.
I will make sure that she is unlucky.
Okay, so disadvantage on this roll.
Yep.
A 2 and a 4. A 2 and a 4. So the 2 plus 12. 14. 14. The star
That's gonna miss.
flies past you, hits the stone wall beneath you, leaving just like the like wall crumbles to the ground, leaving a hole in her own fortress. Jim Jams, you're up.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna do some more shots, save my spells or anything like that. Is there anything I need to dispel right now?
It's a you question, man. Two of your friends are slowed. She has a shit ton of enchantments cast on her currently.
Can I dispel the slow?
You could dispel the slow.
Yeah, let me do that.
Dispel magic.
120 feet range.
Choose one creature or object, and you automatically dispel. Okay.
Do I gotta cast it at 4th level or is it a
Nope.
3rd level?
It is a 3rd level spell. So
Okay.
you have to pick one of your friends, Hunkus or Friend.
Hunkus for sure.
Hunkus is freed.
Yep, there you go,
From
buddy.
your slow.
Yay.
Hunkus, you feel yourself no longer slowed, and you turn, you see Jim Jammy winking and giving you a thumbs up. Is that your turn, Jim Jams?
Yes. Actually, can I do anything else?
That was your action.
Yeah, attacks per action too. So, since I used my action on that, nope. That's it. That's it for me.
Okay. So you turn, you see Jim Jammy winking, and you feel ozone next to you as I fucking cast the spell again.
Oh, gross.
Friend, Jim Jam, Hunkus, and the dragon all make me dexterity saving throws. As I use
am I involved?
you are involved.
Oh, gross.
All 3 of my legendary actions to cast a spell. My last 7th
Super
level
gross.
spell.
Dex.
That's a flat 10 for me.
Oh, I got a died.
19.
Fails across the board. The dragon rolls a 7. Oof. And I've run out of legendary resistances. So he eats that.
Uh.
65 points of lightning damage. As just this ball of lightning, she just pulls it to her chest and throws it at Friend, and it slams into him, and it becomes this arcane lightning rod. And lightning jumps from him to Jim Jams to Hunkus to the dragon, and they're all connected by this ball of lightning for a moment. They're all just shaking. Everybody failed that. That's crazy. He looks awful. The dragon looks absolutely terrible after that. How's everybody else looking? She's also looking
How much damage
very
is that?
awful.
Sorry.
65.
I'm down.
Friend begins to plummet.
I'm very hurt, but I'm not down.
Okay. Friend begins to plummet. Does
I don't know
anybody
if I can
have
do
a
anything.
reaction of feather
Can I?
fall?
I don't.
Jim Jams, do you have feather fall?
I'll swap catch him. With,
Okay, you'll swap catch him.
Yeah, I'll swap catch him. We got him. What do we have down here that I can swap him with? An earth elemental.
An earth
right?
elemental, yeah.
An earth elemental is going to find himself 100 feet in the air, and
It's more like 70, 65. By the time you like, it's like that scene from Harry Potter 3 where Dumbledore catches Harry falling. So you're gonna catch him more at like 40 or so feet. Resto momentum. And then so the earth elemental will take, I'll call it 4d6 fall damage. 14 points of bludgeoning damage as it just like appears in the air, like full T-pose earth elemental, as it's not supposed to be spawned in that location. You know what I'm saying? When it just the thing doesn't have an animation for not being on the ground.
And he's smart.
It was
right?
never supposed to, it was never made to fall.
It was never made to fall, so it just like spawns T-pose. Great. Okay. That's Terra Mini's legendary action. After Jim Jams brings us to Willie. You go back down here, but Earth Elemental ends up on the ground over there. Friend ends up unconscious on the ground over here. I'm gonna roll an athletics check for the Earth Elemental. Actually, no, he has burrow speed. He can't be prone. He like even if he slams into the ground, he'll just like sink into the earth enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's fine.
Have you ever like in the scene in the Matrix where they do the jump from the buildings across the street?
Yeah,
from building to building, and he doesn't make it. And he just like drops like probably 500-600 feet, just kind of like burrows into the road like a Acme cartoon.
100%. That is exactly what happens. It's very funny. Willie, your go.
Durnhill, 16 temporary hit points for you.
Damn, I could have used those, bro.
You're not in range, sadly. You're 5 feet
Oh,
away.
really? Dang.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Temporary hit points won't wake you up either. Just a
but they can
rules
keep me from
note.
getting, like, knocked.
They do. They are like a
Yeah.
shield. Yeah,
Yeah.
they are like a barrier on me.
Because my luck, she's gonna look down and shoot a bolt at me or some shit. Stupid bitch.
Stupid frickin' bitch.
She's got enough to worry about.
She does. She hasn't actually noticed anybody on the ground floor. Has not engaged down there. Willie, what you doing, bud?
Oh, nice. As a bonus action, while my rage is active, I can teleport 60 feet. Nice. Nice. Alright, 60 feet towards Earth Elemental is the first thing we do here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And you know what? Here is in range. So we'll call it there. And I'll start clobbering the Earth Elemental.
Clobbering time.
Clobbering time. Say the thing. Say the thing.
I'm not gonna say it.
I don't really say that cartoon.
Flame up.
Brutal strikes coming in. 19 to hit.
That hit? Yeah, 19 hits. Yeah.
For 18 bludgeoning damage and 4 necrotic damage. First attack.
You got it. Slams
attack.
into him. Some of the rocks clatter to the ground.
All right, he is vulnerable to saving throws. The next
He
saving
is
throw.
vulnerable.
He has disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Next.
I understand.
Okay. Next, with a 24 to hit, 13 damage, bludgeoning damage, and 5 necrotic damage.
We got it, boss.
And that's the turn.
Great. A lot of rocks crumble to the ground. He looks at you and begins to slide in your direction. Friend, make me a death save.
It's just
A 15?
No, I haven't rolled it. I'm doing it now. It's an 11.
Success. One success. Hunkus. How you doing, man?
I'm good. I've got got 20 hit points left.
Okay. She's right
I'm hanging
there.
out with her.
Jim Jammy has cleansed you of your slow.
I am no longer slowed, so I'm going to. There's really nobody else around me. I could.
No, it has been. You have once. It is you and the mage and the dragon. The dragon, by the way, wings singed. Like what used to be like really powerful wing beats. It now is like a wounded bird, like fluttering its wings much faster than it should be. He's looking awful. Another AoE from this mage will knock this dragon out of the air.
All right, give me one.
She looks very bad too, though.
Yeah.
You do know, though, Hunkus, she has like thorns on her. Hitting her means hitting you. Oh, actually, Hunkus, before you take your turn, Jim Jam took 65 points of lightning damage.
No, gross.
Hey, Jim Jams,
Yeah.
make me a Constitution saving throw on fly.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Your DC is 32.
Is it? What's my concentration?
It's a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, that's what I
Do you
thought,
have
yeah.
Warcaster?
Fuck. Where's my feeds? Yes.
So you have advantage. Hold on, don't roll it yet. Your addition is a 10. With your Flash of Genius, you can add a 5. So that's 15. You need a 32. That means you need to roll a 17 or better on this die, or Hunkus falls.
Damn.
So does Lehman, actually. Both Lehman and Hunkus plummet.
Okay. Let's see.
17 or better on this die. Go ahead and roll.
No pressure.
No pressure. So Hunkus and Lehman, for Hunkus, the lightning fades, the chain lightning fades. Lehman, you watch it happen, and then there's just like the Looney Tunes moment, and both of you look down, and then just the ground begins to rush towards you both. Do either of you have anything you can do?
The only thing I could do would be cast fly myself.
Okay, so that can't happen at this moment.
Yep.
Let me Google real quick.
I cast
Google.
a
I know I've
lawn
looked at-
dart.
I've got a question.
They instantly descend up to 500 feet. Okay, so both of you do plummet to the ground immediately. What is your question, Lucas?
Okay. Well, I was going to ask if I could grapple the mage.
No, sorry, bud. Lehman's going to take, I think, something along the lines of 5d6. 21 points of bludgeoning damage. Hunkus is going to take 8d6.
Damn, that sucks.
31 points of bludgeoning damage. Boom, boom.
I'm down. I am
Hunkus,
unconscious.
which means make me a death saving throw, buddy. Willie, you hit the rock element. Hold on, I'm actually going to make the rock elemental take that 31 points of bludgeoning damage too.
Just squishes his ass.
He doesn't die, but Willie, you hit him twice with your steel couch, and then you hear this just whistling sound as Hunkus falling slams into the earth elemental and slides to the ground unconscious. Parts of the earth elemental falling to the ground with him. An 11 is a success, Hunkus.
Yep.
Lehman, that's where you are on the ground. You can make me an acrobatics or athletics check, your choice, to not be prone.
26.
26, you superhero land it. You are not prone. Still take the bludgeoning damage, but
My
you
ankles.
yeah, bad for the ankles. Brings us to the dragon. Oh boy. The two NPCs, I think they have the same health. They do. They have the same hit points right now. Turn to one another. He rolls a D6, does not get his breath back. And he's going to do all of his attacks. Bite attack. Doesn't fucking hit with a 5. A 4. Last one with the last claw. And another 5!
Damn it. I keep forgetting that it's his turn. I was going to give him what my last portent died. Oh well.
Well, I think you might be out of range of him now.
Yeah.
Um,
Actually, I think portent is line of sight.
line of sight. All right. Would you like to? You can. I'll allow it.
Let me confirm. You replace any D20 test made by you or a creature you see with one of these foretelling robes.
Okay.
You must choose to do so before the roll. I'm going to give him a 13 on the
On the bite. 13. That'll
I
hit.
assume the bite's going to be the harder hitting one.
That's usually what it is. Let me double. Bite. Yes. Sure. She has resistance to the cold damage of it, so it's sort of
half a dozen of 160.
Yeah, 100%. But it might deal one extra damage.
Yeah.
You will the universe to do the portent. You see, and I'm going to roll 2d6 piercing damage. Nice, 11. X plus 6. 11 plus 6. 17 points of piercing damage plus 3 points of cold damage reduced to 1. 18 points of 18 points of damage. She's still alive. Her fire shield responds and deals 2d8 fire damage to him. Deals 11 points of fire damage to him. These are two creatures on death's door looking to take each other out. That's his turn. It is now the elemental's turn. The elemental. I don't think it even registers Hunkus as an opponent, to be honest.
Something big dropped on me. It's not moving.
Yeah. Hunkus, like, face down in the dirt is not, like, registered as an opponent. First slam attack on Willie, 24 to hit. Second slam attack on Willie, dirty 20 to hit, Willie.
34 to hit, you said?
No,
Yeah.
24, buddy.
Oh, they both hit. Both
Yeah.
20. Both 20 always hits. 18 of the both hits too.
First one is 32 points of bludgeoning damage, halved to 16. Second one is 20 points of bludgeoning damage, halved to 10. Just rock hand slam down into you. Bang, bang.
All right.
Dragon is going to use one of his only legendary action and try and tail swipe her. I rolled a 6. So that misses. And brings us to Durnham.
Jamie!
you just feel like it's that game peak with the ghosts. Friend, save me!
You can get us both, right?
Okay. You and
And Hunkus?
I think I can.
Yeah, I think if you Banff, run a little bit, and like cut the distance in half, do a little like meet in the middle, you probably do a mass and get them both.
Yeah. So, yeah. Let me... Bam. Here. 10. Yeah, right around here should be.
He's
No,
25 feet away from you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, yeah, you can move that and then just heal Hunkus. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Bamf checked off. Yeah, that's all I got. Okay. Well, I would do a healing word on Hunkus, but I just used it to my bonus action to Bamf, so
I guess you don't need a Banff. You could have just run. You could have hopped down 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
okay.
And then healing word.
Yeah, let me undo that. All right.
Yeah, just at the range.
You'll do it.
You heal me for how much?
Just a second. Yeah, healing word for Hunkus is gonna be 21. And then let me roll up for you.
Say 21.
21.
Yes.
Healing.
And I get the God heals.
$38.
Oh yeah, bitch. That's what I say when I
Great.
stand up.
Anything else, Turnhill?
Wait, that
You have your
was
you have your action.
yeah.
You
I was like, wait a minute,
cantrip.
I still have my action.
Certainly.
Yeah, let me firebolt this guy.
Great.
24.
24 hits. As a dragon and an archmage fight above.
11.
I like how Jim Jam's the only shaking, gun shaking in his hand. He's like watching an archmage and a dragon fight, 10 feet away from him. Oh fuck!
It's like Jesus.
Fuck, man. Where'd everybody else go?
They're all dropping like flies.
That Earth Elemental's still up after 11 points of damage. Brings us back. Plus another little bit. Yeah.
Yes, plus another whopping 1 radiant.
Yeah, great. 1. Back up top. Oh no, actually, I'm sorry, Lehman. I almost just skipped right past you. It is your turn, Lehman.
Awesome. They're about 100 feet up, right?
Yeah. With the distance you have, 5, 10, 15, every step you get closer, you're probably looking at like 110 right now.
At them and I go, fuck you assholes, both of you.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Fireball at level 7.
They're both dead. There's
and
no
I'm giving
surviving
both of them unlucky on their saves.
Yeah, there's no surviving for either of them. I'll roll. We'll see what happens.
For Ormus and Germany?
Both of them are unlucky.
Both of them are unlucky. So Oramus roll. Let me just double check Oramus. He's got nothing special. So he's rolling genuinely at disadvantage. Rolls a natural 1. So he fails. Termini rolls flat because she has advantage.
Yep.
An 18.
That will fail.
Okay. They're fucked. 7th level.
39 points
39.
of fire.
This bead of fire just flies straight up from Lehman. It appears in between both of them. The dragon flapping its wings rapidly. Terramini, whose turn it is next, her hand becoming this green, sickly, skeletal hand as she's beginning to cast Chill Touch to reach forward and kill the dragon herself. The fire bead appears in between them, spins for a moment, and then detonates. As the fire fades, the first thing to appear is the sound of wind in its wings, the falling dragon. That sound of wind through broken, shredded wings, you know what I'm saying? As it plummets from the sky, and you see quickly falling right above it is Terramini, also plummeting to her demise. Hunkus, go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw.
That's a dry 13.
Hunkus and the Elemental take 26 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, I'm unconscious again.
And under a dragon. As the dragon plummets out of the sky and slams into both of you. The rock elemental dies. Just broken into a million pieces. Terramini's lifeless body falls on top of the dragon, bounces off to the side, and lays crumpled and broken on the ground.
A little charred, a little extra.
Very charred. Yeah. Though the robes spotless. clean as a whistle. That's the end
Take
of
her
combat.
pants! Take her pants!
Jim Jammy stands still at the top of the fucking tower, looking down 100 feet down.
I give him the thumbs up.
Nice, nice. I want to do something cool to fall down.
You can maybe stab her and make sure she is dead.
Quick, check her colon for loot.
Sean,
Yeah, what's
I
up?
am going to now almost immediately cast Big B's hand.
Okay.
And move and try to lift the dragon's body off of Hungus.
Great. Yeah, easily done. No problem. Especially for Big B's hand. Willie, do you run forward and pull Hunkus out from underneath the dragon?
Yeah, sure. Why not? That seems more effective than checking the colon.
Great. Hunkus is dragged out, unconscious once more.
I cast fly on myself and come down.
Great. Is anybody in this immediate moment going to revive Hunkus?
Yeah.
Wait, you said you cast fly on yourself and you come?
Hunkus, make me a death save.
And then I'll come down.
Hunkus, make me a death saving throw. Nobody has.
No,
given
I'm
you
coming.
First aid.
No,
I know,
coming.
but you cast fly. You haven't gotten there yet. He has to make me a death save.
Okay, fair.
Healing word.
That's what you're going over to do. Hunkus, make me a death save.
I healing word him.
Okay. I still want to see.
Just make him
There's one
fail.
failed death save from Hunkus, and then a healing word comes to his aid. I healing word him. Right. All right.
Was that 9 for me? I said.
Yes.
Thank you.
Um.
Nice, that's a little unnecessary. You could have done like a simple flame cantrip, but I get it.
Could have just stabbed her. All right.
I've heard of these things called guns, and I just shoot her body.
Rod piece.
Things on this bitch's body. 2 things. Not a heart, for sure.
On the body, not in, right? Have we checked in?
Rod of 7 part. There is no more body. He disintegrated. It does. Yeah, that's how it works. It disintegrates the whole body at 0.
Sean, where was she keeping that rod?
She had it in her hand. It was her staff. It was her arcane piece.
Oh, that's a big rod.
It wasn't like a staff, right? It wasn't like a full. It was more like a wand. It was just like her arcane focus. She just like pointed in a.
It was her magic wand, Sean. Is that what you're saying?
Yep, a Dyson. So, new rod. A rod is in D&D Beyond. It'll be rod of 7 parts in parentheses fifth piece. Who grabs that first? Who touches that?
Who doesn't have one?
There will have to be. There's only 6 of you, and there will be 8 pieces in the end. So some people are going to have multiple rod pieces. Not that any of you really ever use your rod to cast the spells they have.
They cast spells?
Yeah.
They're all unique in their own way.
I
I'm just scared.
I don't have a rod. I don't think.
Yeah, can you send me a note on what mine does? I forget which one I had.
It should be in your
remember.
items list.
When we
let's
got
see.
them, I had you all like whoever took it. I told you which one you got, but if you tell me when you got it, I can sort of reverse logic which one you have.
I have the 4th one, so
Wait.
I have regenerate.
Yeah, that's the
I have
only
the
one I
first
know
piece.
off the top of my head is that Durnhale has the one that can restore foreskin.
Didn't Carl get the last one?
No.
No, I think Carl.
I think I had the 3rd one. I think I'm the one who had the vision.
Reverse gravity.
Of
Yeah.
Eberron.
I think you have the
The
reverse
first one is
gravity one.
commune. The second one is arcane gate. The third one's reverse gravity. 4th one's regenerate. 5th one's find the path.
Yes, so that one goes to Hunkus. The 5th one's going to Hunkus.
Find the path.
Yes.
So Hunkus, put in your inventory rod of 7 parts, and then in parentheses, fifth piece is what it is.
So who has what? I have Arcane Gate.
So you have the second.
Yeah.
Jim Jammy has the first.
Okay.
Yep.
I think Willie has the one that I made up because I wanted to go do a bird adventure.
Oh yeah, we had an extra one.
We have an extra one that I made up.
What does it do?
I can't remember,
Okay.
So what is?
but it's
Sorry, what
good
is?
that Willie has it.
So I have this, and what does it do?
You get the rod of 7 parts, in parentheses, 5th piece.
Or then it should tell you
Look that up.
when
It
you
should tell you.
have it.
Down.
I it should be in there. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
just like getting a custom item. Okay.
No,
Nope,
it's not a
nope,
custom
it's
item.
an actual
Real
item.
item.
So
Real
Duramail has
Real
regenerate,
part.
and Lehman has reverse gravity.
Reverse gravity, I believe.
So the last two are.
Fifth
who are we gonna go
piece.
I have the rod of Control Z circumcision.
to?
And I only remember that because we made the joke that we were going to open a clinic
Clinic, yeah.
in the Bastion.
To return foreskins.
I should
Yeah.
really use this Arcane Gate more often.
Yeah,
No,
the
you guys
reverse
have great
gravity
ones.
would have been
Pretty
nice
good.
too.
Yeah.
I have commune though. I don't know who gonna commune.
You
I don't know
could-
who I'm gonna come in.
You could come. I mean, I could have put a gate on the ground and a gate on our pillar, and we could have just. We should remind me to use these gates.
Yeah, I'll remind you next time. You're right.
So,
I'm just
And then-
scared. I'm scared of all this stuff because I don't know Vecna's true powers.
The robe is a robe of the Archmagi.
That's fucking crazy though, and I point over at the robe.
Mm.
This is what I'm talking about. This is why adventure. Lehman.
This is what
It is.
adventure-
It is. As you take it off her body, the color of it drains away into this almost like gray slate, like a blank canvas.
Take it off her what?
As Jim Jammy takes the robe off of, I guess nothing, just on the ground, just shakes the dust out of it. The robe goes from that like blood red coloration that I had been mentioning, and like the color seems to drain out of it to this like blank canvas.
Interesting.
Toss it to Lehman.
Okay. We'll take a look at it when we get a chance. Strange clothing is just.
I think
something
it's
to
pretty cool.
experiment within the fields.
No, absolutely agree.
Lehman will like kind of look over the dragon's body, be like, let's see that's for that spell, and this is for that spell, and he's like looking to see like how much of the body can we take for like spell components and
Crafting.
other valuable things.
Go ahead. Plenty of it. It is not. A lot of the damage was done to its wings, and like just like heat in general. It seems to be rather cooked. I will say this is what I'll say. The flesh is rather cooked. On this dragon, the wings are pretty destroyed, and there are some scales that, especially due to the lightning and fire damage, are out of repair, but that there are pieces to be salvaged from it. If somebody would like to helm a survival check to disassemble what you can from this dragon.
Hell yeah, Sean, are we using the Helena's Guide to Monster Hunting's harvesting rules? Because I have them pretty much committed to memory at this point.
Sure, do it.
Ah, hell yeah. Alright. So, This is a large creature. It's going to take about 30 minutes to an hour to harvest. We need someone to make a assessment check to see what kind of parts it has.
I think
And
that's
then-
what Lehman just did.
An assessment check. So what did he get?
Lehman, yeah, roll. Wait, what kind of check is it, David?
For a dragon, I think it's going to be survival.
Survival check it is.
26.
26.
26. What an incredible check that is. 26. And then we need someone to actually do the harvesting. So that is just a straight dexterity. Who wants to do that?
Who wants to carve up the dragon with Lehman's oversight?
I'm pretty nimble.
Lehman can also do it for sure.
All right.
Okay, you said straight deck.
Yeah, straight dex. And then we can have, since this is a big creature, we can probably have like 3 helpers. So 3 people, just add your dexterity modifier to this.
Who else has good dexterity on them? At least
I have
I got a
0
+3.
dexterity modifier.
Jim Jammy has a
so-
+3. Durnhaler Willie?
I have a +1.
Willie,
I got-
what do you have?
So we'll do 3, 2, and 1.
3? No, it's 2 3s and a 1.
2 3s and a 2.
And a 2, because you have a 2? Great.
Yeah.
So 6, 8. Add an extra 8 to your dexterity, Lehman.
So we're total.
So D20 plus dex plus 8
+8, yeah.
plus 11.
Oh shit.
1.
Oh, 1.
Still a 12.
That's
Do you have any way to re-roll that? Does anybody have a way to re-roll
Uh,
that for him? It's a D20 roll. You can portent it if you got one.
I don't have a portent, but I still have lucky.
Take it. I'm not as
Okay.
rule lawyery about when lucky needs to be done.
Okay.
I'm just too quick for the rule. Sometimes I feel like I'm too quick for the rule of like you need to say it before things
All right.
because we have so many people. Got to keep the ball rolling.
25.
Yeah.
Hmm.
25. So 25 plus 26 for a total of 51. All right.
It's like he draws out his short sword, stops for a second, shakes his head, draws out a dagger instead.
Yeah.
Okay, a 51. Here are the following things that we can buy from the dragon, alright? They have eyes, flesh, and blood. We can eat these. They have bones, eggs, fat, a pouch of claws, and a pouch of teeth. They got a horn, a liver, a pouch of scales. They got a heart, and they got a breath sack. Depending on each one. You know, breath sack, you can use. Yeah, so we can get a breath sack for sure. So that spends 25 of our, what was it, 54?
51 you said.
So we still got 26 points left. So we could actually get a second one. Or we could get a dragon heart for 20. Or we can get some dragon flesh and have a dragon dinner. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. So do we just want a second breath sack just to fuck around with them?
Yeah. One on each side.
Why not? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. We'll just take
Double
2
breath sack.
breath sacks.
What
nice.
can you get for 1 point? What can you get for? You got 1 point left over. Can you?
The minimum is 5. But
I'll
fuck
let
it,
you get a
let's take-
single claw. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, a single claw to make a dragon claw necklace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wait,
so
what?
2.
What type of dragon was this?
It was a
What do you-
lunar dragon. It did cold damage, so it's cold breath sacks.
Cold breath sack. Cold sack.
They're a little shriveled. Great.
Could
Great,
probably
good
make a
work.
wand out of this.
Harvested the dragon. Love that we got to use the harvest rules. I think we're gonna kind of call it for the night here. With like you guys leave this base absolutely ruined. Make it back to the werewolfing. Yeah, crush little skeletal eggs on the way out. You guys literally walk out the front door. That's right here. and you guys make it back to the werewolf encampment where you guys have like the Endor Ewok party. They like throw
Nice.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna end on with you
I
guys.
want
You
to
guys,
medals, and I want to kiss my sister.
yeah,
I
yeah,
want them
yeah.
to treat me like a god.
Also, the meat that we're eating this time is less questionable because it's not human.
Yeah. You are R2D2. And we pan out, and then the it does the like circular Star Wars close to black, like the circular close to black.